this week we've got a bit of an F-car week. We've got 3 F40's here, as you can see, and a 288 GTO and another 288 coming. So I just thought I'd talk you through the sort of things and jobs we're doing on these cars. 288 GTO is one of my all-time favourite cars, one of the greatest cars Ferrari ever made, I think. When we looked at it for service, one of the turbos was dripping, so we've taken them both off, sent them away, had them both overhauled, and now they're back on. It's something that these early turbo cars do suffer with. F40's, they do burn out turbos now and again, so it's a sort of standard job on these. Something else we've done on this is fitted a FIA plumbed-in fire extinguisher system. Now, one of the things you've got to be really careful with, because these cars are terrifically valuable now, is how you add things to the car without cutting any holes or doing any damage to it. So we've been very careful. We've put a bottle down the front, a discreet red pull underneath the dashboard. So it's got a completely plumbed in system with 3 jets in the engine bay should anything unforeseen happen. We all love a F40. A lot more brutal than the 288. 288's a fabulous car, just a little bit softer than these. These are quite savage, as I've mentioned several times in the past. So this one, clutch judder problems. Had a clutch judder and a slightly sticking throttle, which made it really not nice to drive. These run a multi-plate clutch, as you can see. It's like a sort of sandwich of clutch plates and bits. So somewhere in here there's some distortion, which is why it's juddering. If we lift it all off, you can see all the various components. And if any of these are in the wrong way round, or any of the spacers aren't right, or anything is not perfectly put in, it's going to cause it to judder. So if we just take this apart and lift it off, so you've got a plate there, then there's our first pressure plate, so they run a twin clutch plate setup, and there's another running out of bench space here, and then there's another plate in the middle. So somewhere in amongst this lot there's something that's not flat. Now, something we've seen, if you look on here, you can see these little marks on the flywheel. They're like little judder marks. You can see where the clutch has been grabbing, letting go, grabbing, letting go. There's some high spots. So there's something wrong with this flywheel. So we'll have to do some measuring and get these resurfaced and put some new components in. So on to the second F40. So this one had a strange misfire at the higher end as the boost came on, and we did plug leads, we did all the setting up all the potentiometers, set the whole thing up, and it still had this misfire. Eventually we traced it to a faulty fuel pressure regulator. I should have fuel on one side and air on the other, and this had fuel on both sides, so clearly the diaphragm in the middle has split. These are no longer available from Ferrari, so you can see how long we've spent trying to source one of these now, so hopefully that will sort that one out. So the third F40 we've got, this one was more straightforward. It's had its Classic A inspection that we've supervised and looked after, and also cam belts. So a straightforward cam belt service on this one, and it's ready to go back to the client. So just sort of 3 cars. It's unusual to have 3 in, but you never know when the phone rings what's going to turn up next.